everybody, welcome to zlatanobojmtg's first of our weekly vlogs. I am Noah and this man here is...
I'm Alex.
Alex, how's it going? And today we are going to be, as I say, doing our first weekly vlog. We've got some great stuff to be talking about. We have got the review of our conspiracy drafts. We've done 2 drafts, one sort of a casual little draft and one the actual competitive thing. We'll give you the results when we talk about that. We're also going to be talking about what we're going to be doing on the channel in the future. We're going to be talking about some M15 land that I managed to get hold of.
Don't give it all away.
Ooh! And also, we're going to be talking about a little challenge that we're going to be bringing to the channel, which is going to be pretty cool. So without further ado, let's get going with our first bit of stuff. First on the agenda.
First on the agenda, we're going to be doing more gameplay and deck techs coming up soon. We've recently done standard. You did your Rakdos aggro. I did the Jundish monsters. We're going to concentrate on Pauper this time around though.
Yeah, we saw a lot of shouts for Pauper in the giveaway video where we were asking you what you wanted to see. And Pauper got a couple of comments, and we both sort of wanted to go for something there.
It's we're men of meagre resources.
Yeah.
But I can't afford to be making top tier decks all the time.
No, and nor can you guys. I'm sure some of you can't afford to buy a full set of Mutavaults. You know, I can't, and I earn a fair bit, and I'm sure he earns a fair bit. We don't talk about money. We don't ask each other.
I know how much he makes. But we're going to do Pauper, and it's good. It's good to be, if you get some friends together and do some Pauper. You can change things up. It's going to be really cheap. My deck's almost done, and I think all told it's going to cost me about £12.
Yeah, I think mine topped out at 15. I think about $15. So probably about.
Oh, that's like £10.
Yeah, about £10. So it's pretty reasonable. You can have a lot of fun with it as well, because you don't often play with these commons, and obviously you can go all the way back to the beginning of time with Magic. Yeah. Apart from obviously a few bannings, but other than that, I mean.
What is banned in Pauper?
I think there's just, I mean, I can't think off the top of my head, but there's sort of things like, you know, stupid stuff that we broke in combination with other things. But yeah, I mean, the options that you have are pretty much endless, and you know there is still like tier 1 things because it's a Magic Online format originally. But you know, one rule actually that people get caught out on a lot with Pauper is the fact that you can use some uncommons as long as they have been printed in common. Then it's fine. For example, I run Doomblades, which are uncommon now but were common. Yeah,
and I run Goblin Grenades, which have been both. Yes.
But you're allowed to use them as long as they've been common at some point. Yeah. So there you go.
And those who don't know, if you've hung on for this long and go, what the hell is Pauper? All commons.
No,
that's basically it.
Just commons, 60 card decks, and only allowed commons.
Yep. All usual rules apply, 4 ofs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from obviously your couple of Shadow Born Apostles from Relentless Rats.
Yeah.
But there you go.
We've got our giveaway, which has been rolling on for a while now, and anyone who's joined in new, subscribed, thank you very much. It helps us out, it makes us feel good, makes us want to get together and make more videos. We're going to add to, add to the giveaway that we've already announced.
Yes, we are. Indeed.
And as stuff sort of rolls around, we'll keep adding to it to keep it fresh and exciting.
Yeah, so we'll let you know about what we add in. There'll be something we're adding in today as well, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, look in the description below. The link will be there to the video. Also, probably one here will just appear like that, literally just in that space.
If you haven't checked it out, check it out here. Some
value in this little box.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we're also going to get on to do some more pack openings. We've had some absolutely amazing luck of late. I mean, me personally have had some fantastic luck. We'll talk about that in the conspiracy section as well, because I got an insane pull. Couple actually. But also, obviously, if you've watched the video of our Friday Night Magic, which went down really well, thank you very much for watching that. That was a lot of fun to make.
It was.
Yeah, I got another Planeswalker up Kiora, so that was great.
Yeah, and you weren't expecting anything great.
No, I wasn't.
There was no talking going on.
No, there was no talking. I was just like, no, Kiora. And
And then a Xenagos.
Yeah, so my pulls have been pretty sweet. Alex has got a chance to pull some good stuff as well if we get some.
I've got a chance.
He's got actually really good pack look. So
I have.
There's always that thing.
I started off high. I'm in a bit of a trough right now. But there's only one way
up.
Oh!
That's up.
I'm feeling good about it.
So I'm going to try and get a couple of older sort of vintage things. I think I'm going to get the Ascension Fat Pack because I love that set from what I've seen, and I really want to open up the Fat Pack as well.
What about some Eldrazi? I know you like your Eldrazi.
Oh my god, I love the Eldrazi. We'll try. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to try and get Rise of the Eldrazi Fat Pack as well. That's a good shout.
You could draft it. Ooh!
Would you like to see a draft of Rise of the Eldrazi? If so, leave a comment down below. That sounds insane.
Yeah.
Coming up next, along with the pack openings, we're also going to be starting doing a podcast.
We sure are.
It's going to be on the channel, so it's going to be like this, we're just going to be talking to each other, but it's going to be more about spoilers, what's going on in MTG as a whole.
Focusing on what's happening, results, things that are coming up, what the hot topic is now.
We're going to hopefully see some new stuff from the next the M15, which spoilers are coming out in a couple of weeks, so we'll try and get some goodies on that, and also Cards of Tarkir, anything that pops up with that we'll let you know about straight away.
Straight on it.
That's going to be called Chump Blockers.
Great name.
So Chump Blockers, the podcast, will probably be starting next week, possibly.
Yeah, man.
Next week after. So let's move on to our main, one of our main topics, which is conspiracy.
Yeah, the drafts.
The drafts. I'm going to grab my little box here.
Okay, I'll just run through. We both attended
Wrong box. I'll grab my box.
We both attended a draft at Shogun Games in Stafford, which is where we did the Friday Night Magic feature video a couple of weeks back. We both attended it. We both made it to the final.
We did.
You in different ways.
I think that the both, because we played. I think there was three games of 4-on-4
and a game of 3-on-3.
3-on-3
because we were a person short. But yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to go ahead and talk about your game first?
I feel like I played Conspiracy as it's supposed to be played. I'm not very good at drafting. I see the first good card in the first pack and go, oh, that's my colours, and then just roll with it.
What was interesting before you go on actually to the things is when we were actually drafting, we were in the same pod and we were sat next to each other and we drafted the same thing.
Well, there's a reason for that, because
there is.
I drafted a card called, I'm never going to get the name, Paliamo, the High City?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
When you draft it, the person to your right names a colour, then I name a colour, and then the person to my left names a colour, and you write them down, and then that land will tap for those colours. So, from that, everybody pretty much knew that I was going to be playing Grixis.
Yeah, which is red, black, blue.
Red, black, blue. Noah was sat directly next to me, and then this was quite early on in the draft, and then proceeded to hate draft all the Grixis cards.
Come on, I mean, I had 2 chances, because it goes once left, once right, then another time left. I had 2 chances to hate draft him, and I've got to admit, I no mercied you with the drafting. To be fair, my first pack...
I ended up with 5 Cinder Walls.
Yeah, it went to that. If you haven't seen Cinder Walls, go and gather and check out Cinder Wall. It might look good. 1 mana 3/3.
Not going to spoil it.
It's shit.
It's rubbish.
It's shit. But yeah, it's terrible, and I pretty much passed every single one to him in red. But yeah, anyway, your first
You also drafted a card.
Oh,
that. Hang on.
Hang
on. You drafted a card that attacks each turn if able.
Don't tell them about this.
But what's the other part of it?
Attacks each turn if able, but can only attack the player on your left-hand side.
Yeah, so
which was Alex.
This card had to attack me each turn if able. But I don't think you put it in your deck.
I didn't put it in my deck because I felt nice, and I also didn't realise we'd be facing each other at some point in the night.
I fully expected to be the first knocked out of my game, and I was totally okay with it. I was just happy to open packs and build a deck and have fun.
Yeah.
And by subterfuge and a
lot of guile on your part.
I managed to convince all 3 of my opponents to off each other. And the turning point was I had a Galvantic Juggernaut, which is a 5/5. Doesn't untap during its untap phase, but when a creature dies, it untaps. One of my opponents, he was having bad luck with his draw. He'd wiped the board with a rout, and then was drawing nothing but land. So at some point, there's an enchantment, and I don't know the name of it, but it gives a creature protection from creatures and lets you draw a card.
Yeah.
And because he was so desperate for card draw, he gave my Galvantic Juggernaut protection from creatures. So
what sort of decision is that?
I also pumped it with another enchantment +2/+2. Basically, got myself into a position where, because things die in draft.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of it's a creature heavy format, and creatures are just getting pinged off left, right, and centre. So I managed to get to a position where I was killing stuff with my big dirty Juggernaut, and then stuff was dying.
Sorry, can we just go back? The big dirty Juggernaut.
That's what it's. They should errata it to that. The big dirty Juggernaut.
Anyway.
Yeah, I won my first game, not through skill, mostly chance and a little bit of guile.
I won my first game through a combination of that.
I made myself seem weak.
No, well, not really.
How did you win yours? Yours went down to the wire.
Mine did go down to the wire. Pretty much. I mean, it was close. Ours was the last game to finish.
Yeah.
It was really tense. Everyone was pretty much on low life. We had one player to my right hand side who went white-black and went to the voting style of it, and he had so many judge keepers.
Which if you are going to draft conspiracy, really not a bad thing to do.
No, honestly, if you go grudge keeper in draft and go all these voting things, people have to vote for your thing, because as soon as you've got a couple of grudge keepers out, if people aren't voting your way, they are taking some serious amount of damage. That's what happened. We actually joined together, me and that guy, for a bit,
right,
and managed to take some people out. But then he himself got, I think it was Chrissy, swung Alpha Strike on him, leaving no blockers, knowing that I only had a 4/4 on board to attack her, which she had 6 life left. So he was dead. It came round to me, and I was thinking, I need something now. I need to deal 2 damage. I've got no Brimstone Volleys left in my deck. They're all in the graveyard. There's only one thing in the deck that's going to do it.
Okay.
And the one thing that did it showed up. Sulfuric Vortex. The best feeling. Enchantment that deals 2 damage to everyone on their upkeep. Oh. So I popped that down, swung for 4, last turn. 2 damage goes through. Victory.
You killed
for the
her on
Grixis
her own
deck.
turn.
Killed her on her own turn.
Nice.
Without even playing a spell on that turn. I was just like, just sit back.
Just kill yourself.
But it was, so that was pretty sweet. So we both went into the final.
We did,
we were both sat on the same time at the table.
Against
Team zlatanobojmtg.
I don't want to name names because obviously people might not want to be on, might not want to be mentioned. But it was pretty obvious. It was me and you, and these 2 guys who, for all intents and purposes, are best mates.
Yeah.
So it was obvious from the beginning that there was going to be teams. Or so I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't really go according to plan.
Because I got, and I'll show you right now who I got. This was my first pick. First pick. Scourge of the Throne. 6 mana, 5/5 flying with dethrone. So whenever he attacks the player with the most life, he gets a 1/1 counter. And whenever he attacks a player for the first time each turn, if that player has the most life that he attacks.
So if you dethroned.
If I dethrone, I get another combat phase. This thing's ridiculous. And I got this out on curve, 6 mana. Got it out, and at that point everyone was going, right, get you out of the game.
Yes.
I had answers to pretty much everything.
I was trying to forge an allegiance.
Alex tried to forge an allegiance, zlatanobojmtg. I ruthlessly, after saying I wouldn't, fucked him up.
To go into a little bit more
conspiracy.
More detail. Noah had the most life, therefore couldn't swing for anybody for the dethrone ability on Scourge of the Thrones, which is really awesome. So I said to Noah, quite openly, I'll attack you, so you're no longer on the highest life.
So I could then dethrone.
So you can dethrone these 2.
And knock them out
the only part of the bargain I need from you is to not then swing and kill me, because you will kill me in 1 turn. You swung and killed me in 1 turn. I came 4th.
So Alex finished 4th. Which then left me with the other 2 players who were working together to then kill me, because I was...
You're the usurper.
I was the usurper, and on board my presence was pretty mean. I had Pitchburn Devils, which is nice. When that goes, it deals 3 damage to something.
Yeah.
Creature or player, and also Scourge of the Throne is just horrible. Basically, what happened was I won.
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and the short.
Scourge of the Throne could not be removed, and it got multiple combat phases, and
shouldn't need saying, but if you
huge.
pull a Scourge of the Throne,
if you see
build
Scourge of the
around
Throne, go red.
yeah.
Red's not a bad colour anyway. Brimstone Volley is one of the best cards in this set, in my opinion.
You do love your Brimstone Volleys.
And you've seen the effect of them.
I've seen how effective they can be.
Morbid triggers a lot in draft, especially with a massive Moy player.
Yeah.
And so you're going to be mainly dealing 5 damage for 3 mana on instant speed.
Oh,
instant
Morbid's
speed.
triggering
Oh my god.
a lot.
Morbid triggers a hell of a lot. So pick up as many Brimstone Volleys as you can if you see this card. Even if you... I mean, I wouldn't first pick Brimstone Volley, but it'd be pretty high up. It'd be second or third pick in a pack.
Yeah.
Behind things like Brainstorm. But I mean, yeah. So I won. And out of my winning packs, I went and got some more pack luck and I pulled a Dak Fade.
Yes,
so I was...
so
sweet.
a quick brain exercise for us both. No one was playing green, were they?
No one played green, pretty much.
Somebody value drafted Exploration.
Yeah, which wasn't you, because you passed
I
it.
passed it.
And then the player next to him passed it.
Yeah, with the noobs.
So, you know.
But no one really drafted green, and at our more casual draft a couple of days later, somebody did, and it's actually quite good.
Green's nice.
I think all the colours seem good.
Our casual draft, which we won't go into detail about, but you ran...
what did I run?
Yeah, what did you run?
I should know. Oh, mono blue.
No, it wasn't mono blue, blue black.
Blue with splash black.
Blue splash back for Dimir Doppelganger, which is pretty insane, but I didn't get a chance
I got 2 Dimir Doppelgangers.
Yeah, the first pick, I got Dimir Doppelganger as my rare, foil Dimir Doppelganger. So I took the foil and passed him the other one, and then he got another one.
Which
it's a good card, but it didn't really get a chance to shine.
It didn't get a chance.
I played 5 colour good stuff.
This was a 6-way.
Yeah, this was difficult.
6-way. So.
And per usual, I bluffed to keep myself in the game for a long time.
Well, you were running 10 creatures, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mainly everything else is pretty much removal.
Didn't have much book.
I was just being a prick.
There was something quite good at the end.
Yeah.
Where everyone, we were all super not. Everyone had built up their own little force, if you like. Mine meagre. Yours non-existent.
Hey!
But everybody else, there was one guy who had a lot of big tokens and
Ultra
of Dementia out,
which is insane.
So he's ready to. He had like 2 9/9s out and a load of 3/3s.
And Ultra Dementia, if you don't know, is sack a creature and target player mills equal to the power of that creature.
Yeah,
this is 2 mana artifact, such a good alternate win condition at
40 card format.
And by that time in the game.
This was late. And
when there's 9/9s coming out,
everywhere,
people had about 9 cards left.
I think he could have milled anybody.
Yeah.
And so basically, we're all sat there, and it's like Nuclear Deterrence, the card game.
Yeah.
You're sat with a
Pernicious
Deed.
That's it.
I've got 2 flyers
that
I've got haste.
Yeah.
That I've got in. I gave them haste with one of my hidden agendas.
Yes, you did.
I can't remember the name of the one now, but there's a card that does that. Then somebody else, everyone had their own little forces up anyway. It was getting late, we've been playing for a long time, I was pretty certain I wasn't going to win. So I just thought, sod this, I'll pull the trigger. Swung at Noah to kill Noah. In response, Noah zeroed his Pernicious Deed, which would kill the tokens. In response to that, the guy with the tokens milled somebody out.
Yeah.
And it was like, It was
just like,
we'd spent so long building this house of cards.
And it fell.
One eternity later.
Yeah, I mean, Conspiracy's great. If you get a chance to draft it.
Yeah, it's
heavily.
really fun.
It's
really
so fun.
You can pick up some stuff for EDH.
EDH things, there's some good staples in there. But also there's incredible value cards.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. It's just pure fun. I mean, we were talking about the best cards in each colour.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the colours are weaker than others, I feel. I think blue's strong. Because Brainstorm.
Blue's got a lot of like flash flyers.
Flash flyers that do things.
Brainstorm, as you
Brainstorm.
just
I mean, there's quite a good. I can't remember what the guy's name is. Is he a Scroll Keeper or something? He's like a 2 mana 2/3 defender that gives you an extra card in your hand.
Yeah.
He's decent, especially with drawing cards in blue. Also for a 2 mana 2/3 defender, it's actually not bad. If you're playing blue, you want to stall that early damage. Red for me, Brimstone Volley every time.
I thought red looked weak, and then when played against it, it's actually quite good.
Yeah, it really is.
The weakest might be.
I think probably white. White on its own.
White on its own.
White on its own's weak, but does have some good cards. Rout's a really useful card in white for a board white. They've got Pristine Angel, which is
Pristine Angel. Yeah, I pulled the Pristine Angel.
I mean, if it comes up and you get it out, it's pretty difficult.
Build around it. It's pretty good.
Build around it.
What's the best colour combo, do you think? I think for how bad white is on its own, Selesnya is pretty good, green-white.
Green-white does well. Green-white took me all the way to the first game in the final.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably I would say either red-black.
Yeah. There's a lot of good removal.
Red-black or white-black, because white-black can do some really good stuff with voting.
Yeah.
Voting's
Yes.
really is really key, as we said.
And it adds to, it's what makes conspiracy a bit more conspiracy. It's fun.
But yeah, value cards look out for Dark Fame, Exploration, Stifle,
Scourge.
just to name a few.
Scourge
is great, but I mean, you know, there's some good value. Draft it if you can.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. So moving on. If you don't know the story about what we're about to talk about, I will leave a description in the comments below. In the description below.
You can leave a link.
I'll leave a link in the description below to my post on Reddit, which actually did really well. And I mean, I won't go into it too much, but basically what happened was, in synopsis, is that I teach at a school. I run a magic club. The magic club's really helping everyone out. And Wizards saw the post and sent me loads of free stuff. What they sent us, which is absolutely phenomenal, we're sending some thank you letters to Wizards as we speak, actually. Through in the post, is 3 booster boxes from the recent set. So we had Theros, Journey into Nyx, and Born of the Gods, and also a huge box of
Which all went, it's worth mentioning, they all went to the kids.
all went to the children, by the way. I mean, I would show you the thank you letters, and I can't show you the kids, obviously, because that's illegal.
Yeah.
But I know some of them watch these videos, so if you're there, guys, hope you enjoyed it.
Good on you, dudes.
But yeah, it's some great pulls. But we'll leave the pulls out because it'll annoy me. Some really good pulls. Talking about Elspeth and Brewmaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, so along with the booster boxes, we got a box of 400 land. And I was like,
this was an unknown, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was unknown. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I got some land to build the decks with the boosters, and I opened it up at the when we were opening everything up, and I was like, what is this? And we got some M15 land.
Oh, we got some M15 land.
So on the screen right now for you, Alex is flashing you a card and another card. But also I'm going to put the pictures up while this is running as well.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see in a bit more definition, because I'm not sure what the camera's going to be like. But I mean, oh my word, it is so nice. I mean, I personally really like it. I don't know what I'm going to feel about it on creature cards, but on land it's nice. I mean, it's got this sort of the extended-ish black border thing that curves around.
Yeah.
And also the new font, which is called Balerion.
Haha, Jace.
Jace.
I
hate Jace, but no mind.
They've basically made 2 changes. One I like, one I'm not sure about.
You like the font, don't you?
I like the font, and at first I wasn't sure.
No.
I saw the font and I thought, because I mean, let me compare it to an old font.
Yeah.
But that's a bad example.
That's too old, that card. There you go.
Yeah.
Praetors Council.
So
EDH staple.
It's the new font, Balerion, and it's quite, I don't really
spiky.
know the word. Spiky. It's like serify, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean. There's a lot of like the F on Forest is like really low,
and you'll see that on the picture. But
and I was like, I don't really want flavour from the font. I just want the font to be easy to read. But the more I look at it, it's
cool.
It is cool.
But the thing you don't like is the black border.
I think it looks like, I mean, there'll be a picture up right now. The textured sort of layer, which is like right behind the artwork and stuff that goes around the edge.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like they've just got that in Photoshop and moved it up a bit.
I understand what you mean. I think it looks cool. I didn't like it at first either, but the more I look at it, and I'm the same. I think I'm warming to it.
In 3 months' time, I will not care.
No, exactly. When you start playing M15, you won't care.
No.
But I mean, it looks great. I think it looks good. I don't know how I'm going to feel with it on creature cards. I have seen the cards, obviously, that are coming out, and they look okay.
I like a change.
Yeah, I think the foiling idea on the little bottom of the card to show that it's a rare, I don't think it's on commons and uncommons, I think it's just rares and mythics, is good because it stops fraud.
Yeah.
So that's a
Which,
good
you know,
change.
might be the whole idea behind this.
Is to make it more difficult to
Possibly.
fraud.
I mean, I don't know.
No, that is it. But yeah, so we don't know if this is an exclusive thing or not.
We're still pretty happy about it.
We're insanely happy. I mean, we're probably some of the first.
We've got our hands on it.
Yeah, we've got our hands on
cool.
some M15 land before a lot of people will have the chance.
It's cool just to have something that says M15.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these things and we are going to add them to our giveaway. I know it's not much to add on, but these are some really cool lands. and you might be able to, if we get to 350 subs, get this before anyone else. Remember the giveaway link in the description to that video? Ralzarek, Brimaz, and Chandra, and also some now extra lands, so the pile's getting bigger. So get doing.
It might not seem like much, but if we get there quick, M15 lands, you're going to be the talk of the town.
Yeah, you know,
guys. We're moving on to something new here, something we haven't talked about yet. We're going to be doing a deck challenge.
Deck builders challenge. Yeah. It's going to be really sweet. Alex came up with this, possibly mid-wank.
I'm not going to say it was almost. It was just post-wank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Post-wank. Post-wank thoughts were great. Alex has thought of the great challenge we're going to do here. We've got a huge pile of cards here.
All rares.
All rares. All mythics. We're going to build 60 card decks around one mythic or
rare that we pull
from this pile. It could be anything. Anything at all. There are some really, really good cards. There are some okay cards.
There's
and there are
some junky rares.
Bad junky rares.
There's stuff that nobody has wanted to trade off me for a long time.
But basically, it's like a mini sort of commander thing because you're not allowed to use any colours other than in your rare or mythic rare.
You have to build around the rare.
You've got to build around the rare or mythic. Winner wins, gets the pride of the nation.
Oh yes.
Loser forfeits. And the forfeit this time is going to be a cinnamon challenge.
Imagine that in slow motion.
So confident.
Well, I'm going to win. I'm stacking these cards as we speak.
Alex, who won Conspiracy?
Yeah, well...
Who won Rapdos? This is Grill.
Are you going to top deck or are you going to pick one?
I'm going to pick one because I don't fucking trust you.
Okay.
So right now, guys, live, well not live, but recorded, but this is live going on now. This isn't CGI. Yeah?
Okay, how about I cut it and you have to take the card?
Okay.
And then you do the same for me. Okay, I'm going to put it there.
So I take this card, I build a 60 card deck around it. And my card for the first Deck Builders Challenge, to save me from the cinnamon, is Eater of Hope.
Hey!
7 mana cost, 5 and 2 black, flying, 6/4. Pretty nice stats already, with black and sacrifice another creature to regenerate it. And I can pay 2 and black and sack another 2 creatures to destroy target creature. Gods can be appeased. Demons, however.
Ooh.
So I've got Eater of Hope.
Mono black, that should be fun.
Mono black, Eater of Hope.
Take these cards, sir.
Alex will be building around. Choose.
I'm going to build around that.
Alex will be building around.
Oh, okay. Fated Intervention. Tokens.
So we've got
Fated Intervention.
Fated Intervention.
2 colourless, 3 green. Put 2 3/3 green Centaur enchantment creature tokens onto the battlefield. If it's your turn, scry 2. Doesn't sound like much on its own. It's not a bomb, but I can build tokens.
Tokens around it.
Centaurs and tokens.
5 mana for 6 power on board at instant speed.
Instant speed.
Might catch this guy out.
Oh yeah.
Apart from he's flying, so fuck you. So the deck I'm building around is going to be a mono black Eater of Hope.
I'm going to be building around mono green Centaurs and tokens.
So will I be eating Alex's Hope?
Or will I be fating your intervention?
Probably this one.
Yeah, probably.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Do check out our giveaway, which we've added cards to now. Maybe there'll be more in soon.
Maybe.
As soon as we hit 350 the Hosea, halfway to
Thanks very much for watching the videos. Thanks very much for watching this video in particular, because we've been rambling.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't like to listen to us speak at the best of times.
No, you don't, do you?
Thanks for subbing. If you've subbed, if you haven't, consider it. Just click.
It means a lot.
It does mean a lot, and it gives us impetus to continue.
Yes.
But thanks. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're looking forward to the content. I'm looking forward to making it.
Oh yes.
So,
oh yes.
cheers, guys.
Thanks very much for watching.
I look forward to seeing you.
See you next time.